Good morning, class. May I request everyone to please stand and let us have our short prayer to be led by Mr. Arnaez. Amen. Before you take your seats, kindly pick up some pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange it properly. Thank you. You may sit down. For your attendance, I will be sending to you the link here. Just visit this, and all you need to do is to write your name and paste your picture. Very good, class. Your classmates already sent their pictures for their attendance. Okay, we have Mr. Arnaez, Ellen Johnny, Frizen Akita, Kalen Balancito, and there's more. So, I guess anyone in the class are still sending the pictures for their attendance. So, last meeting, we already discussed what is species. So, Mr. Arnaez, what do we mean when we say species? Okay, very good. When we say species, it is the group of organisms that have the common characteristics and has the ability to interbreed or produce fertile offspring. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us have this activity called What Would I Feel? In this activity, you will respond what would you feel if the situations that I will show you through pictures also happen to you.
What would you feel? What would you feel? What would you feel?
Very good, everyone. Thank you for your cooperation. Before we proceed to our activity, let us have our learning objectives first. At the end of our discussion, learners should be able to first explain what is species extinction, second, explain the different causes of species extinction, and the last one is to recognize the negative impacts of human activities to our species. Before we proceed to our discussion proper, let us warm up our minds first by the simple motivational activity that I have prepared for you called Extinction Unveiled, Unraveling the Causes. I will be giving you sets of pictures. Choose the correct answer that best describes the picture. We will be playing this game through Kahoot. Am I clear with my instructions? Okay, very good. Let's start our activity. Very good, everyone. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, based on our activity, what are the words that you have encountered from the pictures? Yes, Mr. Bigot. Very good. Those words that you identified from the pictures are destruction of coastal resources, deforestation, wildlife depletion, air pollution, acid precipitation, and water pollution. What does the pictures tell about? Yes, Miss Kagindangan? Very good. Those pictures tell about the human activities that bring harm to our environment. How do you think those activities or pictures affect our species? Yes, Miss Johnny? Very good. Those pictures shows that these human activities can harm our species by destroying their habitat. Today, we are going to discuss what are the causes of species extinction. So, who among you here have the idea about species extinction? Yes, Mr. Valibeto? Very good. So, when we say species extinction, it occurs when the last species or the last member of species dies. Species extinction is a natural phenomenon that has occurred throughout the Earth's history, but the current rate of extinction is highly alarming and largely driven by human activities. Now, let us discuss one by one the causes of species extinction. Deforestation is one of the environmental problems at which there are trees being cut down. In the Philippines, there are major causes of deforestation. First is the illegal logging, canyon farming, forest fires, typhoons, and the conversion of lands into housing projects. So, who among you here in the class can give me a scenario in which to show or to reflect upon the causes of deforestation? Yes, Miss Benevista? Very good. You have your NHA where your forest or your farms are being converted into housing projects called the NHA. Deforestation directly leads to the destruction of habitats where many species reside. When forests are cleared for non-forest uses like urbanization, animals loses their homes, leading to population decrease and a higher risk of extinction. So do you have any questions or clarifications about deforestation and how it causes species extinction? Okay, since there are no questions, let us proceed to the second cause of species extinction, which is your wildlife depletion. As human populations gets bigger, the huge spaces are needed or required for the industries. So what do you think, class, that when there's an increase in human population, it causes the wildlife to deplete? Yes, Miss Berog? Very good. It is because when there is an increase or continuous increase in the rate of human population, it also increases the human demands. So that's why these reasons drive the industries to build more factories or business establishments in order to produce more foods or to cater the needs or the necessities of the humans. Thus, as industries continues to build more business establishments, some of our lands were being converted into building infrastructures and that the habitats of some species or animals present in that environment were unavailable or is not being safe for them to live. The third cause of species extinction is water pollution. Water pollution, such as the release of chemicals, sewage, and oil spills, degrades and contaminates the quality of water habitats like rivers, lakes, or oceans. So, who among you here in the class do not throw their garbage or plastics on rivers or oceans? Very good. It's nice to hear that most of you do not throw their plastics in any water habitats. It is because that's the only way, or that is one of the environmental practices that you should embody in order to protect or to show importance in our environment and the different species living in that area. Okay, class, do you have any questions on how water pollution affect the species to become extinct? If none, let us proceed to the fourth factor, which is acid precipitation. Acid precipitation is commonly known as acid rain. Rainwater is normally acidic. It is because of the presence of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Other pollutants, mostly sulfur and nitrogen oxides, makes the water to become more acidic with a pH of 5.6 or lower. So what do you think that among the pollutants, sulfur and nitrogen oxides are given emphasis? Yes, Miss Di Capuarte? Very good. Okay, it is because of the emissions from factories in our country and the exhaust of our motor vehicles present in our environment. Let us now proceed to destruction of coastal resources. Coral reefs and coastal mangrove trees serves as the breeding grounds and nurseries for marine fishes in the Philippines. But due to human activities, these coastal areas are being destroyed through the years. Some of the activities include dynamite fishing, conversion of these areas into beach resorts, and overharvesting. And down to our last cause of species extinction is the air pollution. Cars are the major contributors in air pollution. Pollutants that they exhaust or emit in the air adds to the presence of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Cars burn fuel and produces harmful gases such as your carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and methane. So those are the six factors causing species extinction. So you have your deforestation, wildlife depletion, destruction of coastal resources, acid precipitation, air pollution, and water pollution. Very good class. So do you have any questions or clarifications among those six causes of species extinction? If none, let us have your short quiz about our topic for today. So I will be sending to you the link for the Google Forms. So the items 1 to 6 is multiple choice type of test, and for numbers 7 to 10 would be true or false. You will only be given 10 minutes to answer your quiz. Time starts now. And for your assignment, you have three options on what you want to do. First, if you choose Google site, you are going to create a reflection about the six causes of species extinction. While if you choose Canva, you will going to create an infographic about the six causes of species extinction and how it results or affects our environment. And the last one, if you choose TikTok, you will going to create a video presentation on how to preserve or conserve the species in our environment. Thank you so much, class. I hope you learned many things from our lesson today and some realizations as well. Arrange your chairs properly and pick up some pieces of paper before you leave. Goodbye, class. Class dismissed, and goodbye, everyone.